All right, Mystery of the Druids. This is our 11th session, I believe. Excuse me. We find ourselves deep underground. There are two temples that we've been sort of exploring. One temple seems to just have a bunch of helpful items, which of which we've used basically all of them, with the exception maybe being the second piece of flint.
I'd rather think about it again.
Don't know again how that's going to work.
It won't work like that.
But yeah, in temple number 2, aka the one that we're in, there's basically what I'm going to consider two levels. On the top level, there are a bunch of, I don't know, I've been calling them like little barbecues, but they're effectively orbs that we lit a fire under and added a particular ingredient to it. So that was helpful because that eventually allowed us to get to a key, which got us to the lower level, this basement, if you will, where we're also kind of seeing something similar. We've got an item in the middle that we want to get. This is the staff. This is Surston's staff that we've been trying to get for a while. However, random French music once again. That's so weird. If that's intentional and that's part of the puzzle, that's really gonna mess my brain up. But we basically now have 4 rooms similar to the ones with the little orbs in them. Or big orbs, really. They're large orbs. One of which is like an altar situation. I don't know if we have... Yeah, we don't really have any sort of tooltip for that, or... Excuse me. I don't know, Halligan doesn't say anything about it. But we also have this like little statue thing back here. And this sort of looks like the monolith that's outside of the temple itself. So what's kind of curious is that on each of these spots, we have picked up these
stone plates.
There's
a symbol on it.
And each of these plates has some sort of symbol, meaning like this one's water. The one over here also is there. That one is wind.
A stone plate. There's a symbol on it.
And we can basically put these slates into each of these positions. So you can see we can kind of put either in either spot. So we've kind of swapped them around. For better or for worse. So when we did this upstairs, when we kind of like finally got the right combination, the game did have an animation that it did that kind of signified that the protective barrier that we're seeing here in the middle was lifted.
It won't work. Something is preventing me from taking the staff.
So there's, yeah, these are things, right? I don't know if there's anything we can use on this screen. You can see that there's like little lines. So it's a tough one. And I don't exactly know what to do, admittedly, here. So my initial theory was that we needed to basically one-to-one match what was above in the room. So all of these, I think, right now are set, unless I think I might have done some other tomfoolery to try to make these things work. But the initial kind of assumption was that, like for this room, for example, this was the water orb, and it was the wind monolith. So that's sort of the way I approached this whole thing. And so I set that up that way. Then I think I did it in a 180, or possibly I just reset the same thing. It was hard to tell. But like that's my best, my best guess was that that's kind of how that was supposed to work. Did not work, apparently, though. Unless there's another step to this that I'm not aware of. So the other factor, I guess, is this. So we can go upstairs. We got in each of these slots, this is where we picked the stone slates up. I'm really curious, just because this game would be crazy enough to do this. Let me just check and see. If I take one of these out, this is the other factor here, is the camera angles are incredibly annoying. But we got these stone slabs out of these little slots on the side. I wonder if we can put them back in, just out of curiosity, because we can still come in here. No, okay. I'm kind of relieved that we can't, because that would mean that maybe there's like another factor to this. But that kind of, I guess, simplifies things a little bit. It's also the longest staircase. Sorry, grabbing my notebook out because I think we're going to need it here soon. But I think that kind of gets everybody caught up in case you missed maybe the last stream a little bit. The VODs are up. I put up the, I put up last night's VOD on YouTube today in case you want to watch it there. Although obviously the stream VOD is probably still up here. But this is the upper floor. This is kind of what I was talking about here. These are the orbs I was talking about. Kind of had to do a thing to it. So this one was the wind thing. So downstairs I've got this set to wind. And then in the back you can obviously see that there is a monolith thing.
There's a megalith outside.
Excuse me,
in front of the
megalith.
window.
It's not a monolith. It should be a monolith. That'd be kind of interesting. But yeah. You can hear the water, so my assumption was like, okay, this must be water in the back. It does, like, we do have enough, or I should say we have the correct amount of slates for this. So my kind of leading theory on this is that I messed up the setup on it, meaning that, like, I have the right idea, but I've not executed it correctly. The only thing that has given me room for pause here is that this particular megalith has the fire symbol on it. However, this one is left from the door. So we go in door, go to left. It'd be this one. And that is wind. So very strange, right? Like that to me is confusing. Because, like, why does it have the fire symbol over here? So, yeah.
I can see the interior of the temple. There's a megalith.
And there's no way to tell what's on this one. Because, you know, part of me is like, maybe there is, you know, a set, like, maybe we need to set something to what we hear is maybe on the altar, and then the megalith has the symbol on it.
There's a megalith.
I don't know if I've actually tried that. That could be a good, get the pen out here. We'll jot that down. Could be a good idea. So this means that we've got, get a fresh page, I guess. This would be, yeah, okay. Could be a way to go. I see dirt. Hey, Dictanza. Hey there, Tenacious Explosivo. Good handle. Welcome in.
There's a megalith.
It's definitely a crazy game, right? It does not seem like there's any way to look at what's over here, though.
There's a megalith.
It's just there's a megalith.
I'd rather think about it again. No, not a chance. There's a megalith.
You get a megalith.
I shouldn't light that. I don't believe it will work like that.
But yeah, this is kind of the weird spot here where I'm not
That doesn't work.
I'm not sure what to do on these. If my other if this other guess that I have is right, it's possible that I suppose. Let me just make sure I'm not missing another room or something, because that's also a factor. But that would get us all but 3 spots, and then I could rotate just the final 3. So that's not a difficult situation if we just need to kind of directly suss out the final ones. But it is a hard one to figure out here. I'm also hoping there's not something we're missing maybe in the forest. I didn't do a super deep look into these things. There's just literally a lot of trees. I'm going to hear him say that a lot here. But maybe I did miss something.
A tree.
A tree.
A tree. A tree. A tree. A tree.
It's probably good for me to rule this out, I guess.
That's some sort of bush. I shouldn't light that. There's nothing to be healed here. A tree. A tree. These are only nettles. A tree. That's some sort of bush. That's some sort. A tree. A tree.
A tree.
A tree. A tree. A tree.
I like that you just can't do anything Mangalore anymore. He's just laying there, doesn't give you any opportunity to do anything. No comment.
These are nettles. These are nettle. These are nettle. These are nettles.
Yeah, so this is where we got.
With my bare hands. I won't touch them with my bare hands.
Is there more? Is there something else here?
That won't feel different with gloves either. That won't feel different with gloves either. I won't touch them with my bare hands. That won't feel different with gloves either.
I'm assuming that I've got everything there. It might be a bad assumption, but... I'm a megalith and I'm a megalith. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? Yada-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee. An average point and click. This game? It's definitely a point and click. I don't know if it's an average one, though. By my estimation, this has been one of the most jacked experiences I think I've ever had playing a point and click game, for sure. Let's see if we can use this again. Can we use the ladle? I think we've tried this, but no. Okay, so that kind of makes me believe that we've done the needed in this temple. I think we've done everything. The buttons that appear... Dodo. But yeah, I think we've gotten all the pieces here. These buttons, we've absolutely done everything that we need to on these. I think we've gone through all 3 iterations of the possible bits. I hope that this doesn't make a difference in the other temple. That would be a little bit wild. I love that he just is always taking a casual stroll over to wherever it is, as if somebody isn't hunting him down right now. By the way, somebody's hunting him down right now.
It doesn't fit here.
But stick with it. It does not get better. A rave review again. Thank you, Copper Dinosaur. That made me laugh. Oh, as in brutality. Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna maybe just better illustrate what's going on in here in my notebook. So we've got basically 4 quadrants. We've got the entrance outside, which I'm gonna just call the north entrance, I guess, for... I don't know if it actually is north, but that'll be how that is. And then the exit down should be directly south of that.
Digging is not...
Digging! So there's the exit. So with this in mind, the orb on the inside on our left, but if we're entering it, it'd be the far side on the right. That is fire, double fire. So we have fire, and then the far, if whatever is written on the other side of the monolith outside, we simply do not know.
There's a megalith outside in front of the window. There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
But I don't know. It does not appear that we can get to the megalith out there.
No way. That would be stupid. No, I can't do that.
Then the one that's over here is to the left. This one is earth. And then outside should be wind. Wind. And then on the other side of this megalith,
there's a megalith outside in front of the window.
Is a fire symbol. What that means, we may never, in fact, know. Okay, let's continue onwards. So we're heading to what I'm calling south. This is what I would consider the southeast corner. Orb has water. Megalith. Hearing wind. And then who knows what's written on that one.
There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
I mean, is it supposed to, are we supposed to collect the wind?
That's got enough air already.
No. Okay, so that's that one. We're gonna go across this way. There's the down stairs, which is across the across from the entrance. Southwest corner. This is wind. Wind on the orb.
There's a megalith outside in front of the window.
And that is water that we are hearing. And then a question mark, presumably, on what's written on the megalith. Because there's just no way for me to get over there. Unless I'm totally missing a way to go that direction.
There's a megalith.
Like in the rocks here, is there? It's a stone. Oh, it'll only get in the way. Okay, corners look clear. And there's no, like, reason for me to go... Actually, none of these... I don't think megalith things even... Oh, maybe they do?
Not a good idea. I shouldn't light that. I shouldn't light that.
Yeah, this one's the one that sounds like fire.
I shouldn't light that.
But see, that one's got a fire symbol on it.
There's a megalith. I should think up something else. I don't believe it will work like that.
Needs a bucket of air. Stat. It's forged in the fires of Sierra. That does make people pretty resilient. You have to give them that. I have many fond memories of King's Quest 1, 2, and 3. Also some pretty painful moments as well, memories. But all in all, good things, certainly. All right, so my other thought here was that maybe we need to map this out. So this is the staircase going south in my map. So we immediately take a right turn. So it's down and then a right turn. Okay. That turns into a right turn. Okay. There's a right. This goes down quite a bit. This continues to go down. This is a long, long hallway with another right turn. Another long walkway. And you guessed it, another right turn. To which we head to the bottom and make a right turn. Okay. So, based on what I've just drawn, we're actually coming in from the east. So that means that the stairs are coming from the side. So we've got a few options here. Doo-doo-doo. So if this is the case, this is so weird. Why would this happen? So the east one... So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to build the same thing above, below. This does confirm that these were not one-to-one. If this game is actually taking into consideration the real space that it's using. Would not be surprised if it does not care, because druids do be Druden. So first off, let me go collect all of the pieces again. And then we'll start right from the top. So I think this is our first kind of attempt here. We're going to try this first. If that doesn't work, I will set everything up. Well, I guess we'll shift the megalith ones around a little bit. With a kind of presumption that maybe these ones need to match what the symbols are outside, but of course we're missing 3 of them, so we'll have to brute force that a little bit. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't go that far. Hopefully we just solved this, possibly. Hang on, do we have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is correct, okay. Yeah, we're still here, Pazzy. We are still here. Still rocking and rolling. The Fish Files. Oh, interesting. Game Boy Color. Shout out to the Game Boy Color. Blue or as close to blue. I'll have to put it on the list. I don't have anything in the fridge tonight. But I can see if I can suss out a blue, very blue drink for Sunday. If you'd like. You thought I would just let you go? Okay, so this is to the left. So that's south east. So if we're building the same one from upstairs, that is water. That is wind. Okay. Now, this, we're moving clockwise, meaning that this is now southwest. Southwest is wind and water. Moving clockwise, that's northwest. These camera angles are atrocious. These are double fires. finally continuing clockwise. This one will be earth, fire, in that order. So I don't expect this to work, but this is a true one-to-one creation of what's upstairs. Recreation. Okay. I didn't expect that to work. Okay. So the puzzle was actually, in fact, you need to... You actually did have to map this out to understand what direction everything was facing. That is terrific. Let's go. All right. I didn't think this game had that in it, but it continues to surprise me. Great. We have the staff.
What are you doing?
Melanie!
Brent! He's going to kill me!
Let her go. She hasn't got anything to do with this. I came here on my own.
You have something that
Normal
belongs
game.
to me. Give it to me. Now!
Brent, do what he says! He's serious!
You heard what she said. She's absolutely right.
Brent, please!
No. When he has the staff, he'll kill us both. Listen, Sir Stan. I'll give you the staff on one condition. You must swear that nothing will happen to either Melanie or me afterwards.
What? That is your condition?
Swear on your honor.
It doesn't mean anything to me whether you sad creatures live or die. If you really want to hear it, I swear it.
Seems like a
On your
trustworthy
honor.
guy, right?
On my honor.
Okay. Now let Melanie go.
Give me the staff.
I'll put it down here as soon as you let her go. Come here, Melanie.
Now our fates will be sealed. The ritual may begin. But first, I will take care of you two. You miserable fools.
But what about your honor? What are we doing here? Yeah, the rest of mankind, forget it. Good thing we got dropped on the other side of the bridge. That would be pretty unfortunate. We were in the middle, where I would expect us to be.
Hey, we're still alive.
It would appear so. Where are we?
The bridges are ruined. We must be back in our own time.
My god, the ritual! We must get to Stonehenge immediately! Sinclair is going to complete the ritual! Come on, Melanie, we've got to try to stop him!
Cut to ritual. So was that just a total bust? We're not very good at actually... We went back in the past to do nothing? That's pretty sick. Look at the smoke effects. This is so good. Oh my god, yes!
Sinclair!
Mr. Halligan, have you come to witness our finest hour?
Oh, the
Very
mustache in the
well,
back.
my friend. You are most welcome to come and watch.
Damn it!
The time has come. Let us begin.
Oh, we're in it. Should probably save. Honor. Save. Look at all this crap we have. We're here to save the day with my picture frame.
There's no point in that.
Can I lose this, I wonder? What do we have? Transformation?
There's no point in that. No, better not.
Better pour one out for our homies?
No way.
Okay. It's not over yet. I don't know.
That's got enough air already.
What are we doing? What am I supposed to do here? Can't talk to these guys. Can't look at anything. They're blinking so much, I almost think the game's broken, but... Fire?
I shouldn't light that. I shouldn't light that. There's nothing to be healed here. It doesn't fit here. It doesn't fit here. That won't get me any further.
Eat tiny piece of wood.
I don't believe it will work like I should think about it again.
This is a ridiculous... Why has this game given up on giving, like, any sort of context to the things we're looking at here? Not thinking with portals, I guess not. It's a great point.
No, not a good... That, it won't work like that.
Here, take this shovel thing.
That's got enough air already.
Huh.
That would be stupid. It would have surprised me if... I don't believe it will work like that.
I mean, what do we even got going on here? I figured this would be
That's
something.
the Amulet of Transformation. I'd really like to know why it's called that. I can't do that.
So what do we have to select? Let's take stock of this first before I almost feel like I'm trying to rush this. So there's nothing in the back. These guys are obviously selectable. They all appear to be one hitbox. It's hard to tell exactly. But I think that's the case. They're kind of like altar situation. The slab here, not selectable. This, like, I don't know, barrier light thing is something. Nothing's coming out left or right click. And then same with Melanie. Melanie's just standing there with us. I'm reading
Not
a
a good
poem.
idea.
No. How about the wire?
That doesn't work.
The nail, scratch it up?
No, I would only scratch everything.
Oh, we wouldn't want to do that. Not willingly. I think you might be right. Alright, what do we have?
These are quite old-fashioned. Looks like that won't work. I don't want... There's no... That's futile as well.
This is a weird one because I feel like I'm just... it's just dumped me into like a frozen moment in a cutscene.
It'll certainly not fit in there.
You know what I mean? Like... I don't want to sit here and just try everything on everything, but a part of me is like, I don't really know what it wants me to do here. We need to arrest him. We got your information.
There's no point in that.
Come away quietly. Here's a bone.
I can't do that. It won't work like that.
Oh, the bucket.
That's futile as well.
Oh,
I'd rather think about it again.
I guess first order of business is we should figure out how to get past this, like, I'm assuming barrier thing?
It would have surprised me if it had worked. That won't feel
Grab it
different
with the
gloves
gloves?
either.
Bag it and
That is
tag
no
it?
important evidence, I'm sure about that. That's futile as
Oh,
well.
that'd be so good if we could just poison the thing. Fingerprint it.
That doesn't work.
Lock
I
pick
can't
it.
do that.
Okay. Bucket with this.
I don't want that. Think first, Brent.
equip it.
You could hurt yourself with those. No way.
Could you imagine being Melanie and just listening to him say this to himself the whole time as he's just like looking through the hundreds of things in his pockets?
No, I would only scratch everything. That would be stupid. Doesn't fit.
I mean,
Would have surprised me anyway.
we're starting to
I
get
thought
into
it wouldn't
stupid
work like
territory
that.
now.
Not a good idea.
Good idea.
It'll certainly
The
not
obvious
fit in
things
there.
haven't worked to
It'll
me.
certainly not fit in there.
Remember, obvious to me is not
I don't
the
want
same
that.
as everybody else.
It doesn't fit here. There's nothing to be healed here.
There's got to be something to do with the mistletoe, at least down the line.
There's no point in that.
We picked it up and nothing happened, unless that was just
I shouldn't light that.
something
No,
to
better
do
not.
with
Digging is not necessary there. Not a good idea.
just like the Maglor
That's
thing.
got enough air already. It won't work like
Okay,
that.
so no inventory items work with the barrier. I don't think we can turn around or continue into a different air. Hang on. Oh no, it's just the more of that. I was like, maybe there's another angle we can look at. Yeah, if they scratched the barrier. Whatever you're thinking, it's dumber than that. Oh, good. That fills me with a lot of
I don't believe it. I can't do that.
a lot of confidence. So Melanie's got to be the thing. So Melanie can accept items, but we're not getting any sort of feedback, right? Which means we have to give her something very silly. I'm starting to think. Do you want this? You transformed? You want the wire? Worked hard for that wire. The bucket? The bucket would be excellent. Here's the bone. Bone saw is ready. We gotta figure this out so we can get to our hot pizza date.
A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence.
So clever that it wraps back around to stupid. Oh boy. I'm sure this is gonna it's gonna hurt me.
The verses are very strange. It won't work like that. I don't believe it will work like that. The verses are very strange.
I think that's just around like the 12 bridges thing.
These are quite a ladle. These are quite old-fashioned bellows. A small shovel. That's a flint. That's a flint.
Why do we have 2 flints?
The duplicate key the smith made for me. That's the amulet of transformation. I'd really like to know why it's called that. I'd rather think about it again. I should think not a good... That won't get me any further. That's a flint. There's no point. Think first. No, better not.
One is Flint, Michigan, yeah. Shout out Flint.
A screw.
A screw.
That's got enough air already.
Yeah, I know, it's gonna drive me nuts, this like looping sound here.
I thought it wouldn't work like that. That's got enough air already.
Am I gonna really have
Can't
to
see
do
any
this?
connection there. Digging is not necessary there.
It's interesting that we don't get any feedback from her at all. It's just kind of like, yeah, you can use something, but like you're never gonna get the feedback on it, which is odd. I literally, unfortunately, have to do this. I think this is... There's only so many options here. This is gonna be so silly. It's probably... I maybe have to use something with something else in the... Stop. What? Those are the only... The only scissors in Britain.
Sir Stan! The vow is broken!
What? Oh, those were the hedge clippers? I thought it was the scissors. That would have been better. Missed opportunity by the game. What is Brent doing back there? Okay.
Melanie.
Have they gone now?
Yes. Yes, they've gone. Everything will be okay. Just lie still.
Brent, am I going to die?
Nonsense. You're going to be just fine. Just lie completely still. I'll go and get help.
Don't leave me, Brent. It's cold here. I'm so cold.
Melanie!
No. What did it cost? Everything. The only person who was ever nice to me. Why is this so... Oh my god. Mistletoe, right? This is the mistletoe. Or is he gonna screw this up too? This game is so crazy. Yeah, just put it right on top. Just lay it there.
Melanie.
Brent, what did you do?
I just practiced a bit of magic, that's all.
Brent,
No. What? What? Holy cow. What are we doing here? What a game, huh? Clap. Big clap. Oh my goodness. This game... It had everything. It honestly had everything. I don't know if I've played anything quite like that. Incredible stuff that we just experienced. I'm glad to be a part of the elite crew. Put that one in the past. Incredible stuff. Yeah, who needs pizza when you have Brent? Thank you for the GGs, everybody. The real ending video. Oh, interesting. Do video games have Alan Smythe comment credits? I mean... This would be a good candidate for it. Emily Clark. Interesting. Some great performances here. Certainly memorable stuff. Al's Pizza Palace, Screams, and Butler. Dan Viney. Triple threat. Good stuff. I mean, so I'll say this on a slightly more positive note. I think that there were a lot of like ambitious things happening here, and I have to tip my cap to the fact that they really went for it. They really went for everything on this, and there like probably is not like a game in this idea that would have been super cool. But you know, I don't, you know. I don't know if this was that game. It didn't really come to fruition. But I will say that there's some cool ideas here, right? Amazing stuff. Is it just restarting again? Are we forever trapped in the Druids?